I'm going to bring Mike on right now. Mike Banks has been with us before, and it's a pleasure having you again. So, how are you tonight, Michael?
I am well. I spent the afternoon pulling cable for our upcoming Shakespeare in the Park production.
Oh my gosh. And which park is this going to be at, or where is it going to be?
Reservoir Park in Harrisburg.
Oh, nice.
Coming up on 30 years of that. I've done about 20 of those.
Wow. And are you performing at it as well, or are you just supplying the technical background for it?
This time I'm just doing technical stuff.
Okay.
I often, well, actually, every time prior to this one, uh, I've had to write music to Shakespeare lyrics, some of the tunes multiple times, and it's great
Wow.
fun. Brings
Wow.
something very different out of me that doesn't manifest itself with any other set of lyrics. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, you become what you have to become because that music is calling something forth, right?
Yeah, it touches something vaguely English, vaguely Celtic, vaguely Dire Straits-ish that I wish showed up more often.
Oh, that's fun. Well, I just said to Mike earlier, it's the first time we've met, and I know many people who are good friends of his and fans of his. And so it's a pleasure for me to be here tonight with you. But you have such a varied background too. So the Shakespeare in the Park, you help at the Harrisburg Theater and many other music venues. So you have quite a varied musical style and abilities too. So what are you going to show us tonight?
I don't know. But you said you suggested earlier that you might like to ask me some questions at some point, and I'll use that opportunity here in a
Okay.
few to change tuning. And
Yeah.
other than that, I don't really have a plan. I'm gonna just knock through some old blues tunes that I'm fond of.
Okay, great.
Um, I'm not strictly a disciple of the blues myself. I've dabbled in it. My goodness, as a younger man, I listened to a lot of Muddy Waters and B.B. King and Wilson Pickett and Freddie King and Stevie Ray Vaughan
Nice.
and that sort of stuff. When I started hosting an open mic night in Hummelstown in 1989. I
What was it
think
called? What was
it
the
was it was at Toots
Okay.
Cafe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I was stepping into, but I was extraordinarily fortunate to then be exposed to the likes of Hank Imhoff
Yes.
and uh, Mitch Ivanov,
Yes.
Jeff Calvin,
Hmm.
and Bill Stock,
Yes.
and Scott Nelson, and these guys just all knocked my socks off and were extraordinarily gracious to a young fledgling guitarist that
Hmm.
wasn't worthy of such kindness. But I owe a lot to those guys
That's
because I've
great.
learned a lot from them over
They're
the
good
years.
people.
So this is let's see, this is a Chris Smither tune. He told Adam, snakes, I've had 'em. Let's get out of here. We'll raise a family someplace out of town. They left the garden just in time with the landlord cursing right behind. They headed east and finally settled down. One thing led to another, lots of sons. One killed his brother. They kicked him out with nothing but his clothes. The human race survives, 'cause the brothers all found wives. But where they came from, ain't nobody knows. Then came came a flood, go figure, like New Orleans, only bigger. Those who couldn't swim wouldn't make it through. The lucky ones got in a boat, think circus, but make it float, and pray nobody pulls the plug on you. How they fed that crowd's a mystery. It ain't written in the history, but it's a cinch they didn't live on cakes and jam. 'Cause lions don't eat cabbage, and in spite of that old adage, you'll never see one lie down with a lamb. Charlie Darwin looked so far into the way things are. He caught a glimpse of God's unfolded plan. God said, I'll make some DNA. They can use it any way they want, from paramecium right up to man. They'll have sex and mix up sections of the code. There'll be mutations. The whole thing runs like clockwork over time. And I'll just sit back in the shade while everyone gets laid. That's what I call intelligent design. You and your cat named Felix are mixed up in that double helix. It's what we call intelligent design.
That was great. Thank you.
The world according to
Chris
Smith.
Smithers. Yeah, that was great.
That's one of my favorites, and in some of my other work, I'm a union stagehand in Hershey, and have done lots of production work all over the place. And so I've been blessed and very, very fortunate to not just bump into some of my musical idols, but have to work for them, mix them
Yes.
With audio, or do lighting for them, or just make sure that they're happy. And
Yeah,
it's been a real treat.
that's pretty special.
So that's one of his there, and I loved that the first time I heard it. Let's see here. Let's get out of the people's key of E. A friend of mine years ago turned me on to the music of John Mooney, who never makes it this far north. He spends most of his time in the South, and I learned a lot from that guy, whether he knows it or not. And I'm not sure if this is his tune or not. I'm pretty sure I heard this on the Three Stooges when I was a little kid. Singing some southern melody, all about a love life fantasy. Was talking about sweet romance and how it starts with just a glance. Niagara Falls, slowly I turn. Niagara Falls, baby, when am I gonna learn? Step by step, inch by inch, falling over the edge, in love with you. You walked in You caught my eye, I could tell that familiar desire. I knew I should take a chance, 'cause it was now or never for a fine romance. Niagara Falls, slowly I turn. Niagara Falls, baby, when am I gonna learn? Step by step, inch by inch, falling over. Inch in love with you. Now you're gone, you done gone away. I think that maybe you led me astray. Oh, honey, now who could resist when you said take me riding on the weight of the mist? Niagara Falls, slowly I turn. Niagara Falls, baby, when am I gonna learn? Step by step, inch by inch, falling over the edge. In love with you, in love with you, in love with you, in love with you. I'm in love with you, love with you. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
Oh, yeah. She might be in love with you too. Your guitar sounds great, by the way. So thank you for taking that extra time with the sound check. It sounds really good.
Oh, well, thank you for being patient enough to put up with my technological incapability. So let's see, what have I, nowadays, you know, pandemic things aside, I'm doing an occasional solo date here and there, and it's a real treat to do these with you guys. And
You have anything coming up that we could,
my
Post
only
for
working
you?
band at the moment is called Crippled But Free.
okay?
It's a Grateful Dead band, and my goodness, I'm having the time of my life. We're playing actually tomorrow night at the Blue Sky Tavern down in Edders,
Okay.
which had been the Field House, which had been Clingers before that.
Okay. I've
Down
heard of
there.
that place. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, so that's about, as is the case, I imagine, with most of us. That's about all I have on my schedule in the near future. But
Yeah.
we'll get back to it, right?
Yep, it's coming.
Oh, let's see here. Um, my dad's first cousin, so my first cousin once removed, she's a classical cellist in New York City, and has been for decades and decades. And her advice to me was never play two tunes in the same key right in a row. So I've already planned this out poorly.
Oh, now that you told us, we have to pay attention to that.
Gotta pay attention to that. So let's see. This is another John Mooney number. every way. Well, I'm all messed up, confused in every way. I met the sweetest little girl the other day. She had long brown hair. She got ruby red lips, yeah, she got long brown hair. She got ruby red lips. You know, man, that girl can swing her hips. Hell, I believe she ain't but 5'2". I believe she ain't but 5'2". I'm so blue, I don't know what to do. Oh, Louise, what you gonna do? Oh, Louise, what you gonna do? You know, babe, I'ma fall in love with you. Hop in my car, take you anywhere you wanna go. Baby, hop in my car, take you anywhere you wanna go. Well, now, if you love me, Louise, let me know. Hey, oh, Louise, what you gonna do? Oh, Louise, what you gonna do? You know, babe, I'ma fall in love with you. Well, baby, hop in my car, take you anywhere you wanna go. Hop in my car, take you anywhere you wanna go. Well, now, if you love me, Louise, let me know. Yeah, oh, Louise, what you gonna do? Oh, Louise, what you gonna do? You know, babe, I'm falling in love with you. Hey, oh, Louise, what you gonna do? Oh, Louise, what you gonna do? You know, babe, I'm falling in love with you. You know, babe, I'm falling in love. You know, babe, I'm falling in love with you.
Nice. That was fun. That was real fun. So who
Yeah,
was your favorite artist to play with, Mike? I see that you've played with several artists. Who did you enjoy sharing the stage with the most? Or meeting backstage when you were helping out?
Oh my gosh. I've been a huge Leo Kottke fan for
Yes.
many, many years. And I've been fortunate to light his stage once, and then I've mixed him on I've lost count, which is
Wow.
great. 6 or
Wow.
7 occasions now.
Nice.
And initially, I was very nervous and very excited, and just to have him come in the last time he was in town, to walk in and have our crew boss go, and Mike's mixing you today, and he goes, "Oh, I know, Mike, everything's going to be fine."
Awesome.
Wow, that's, my goodness gracious, it
That's
doesn't get
the best.
all right, so I was going to take that opportunity to
Play us a tune by him.
Leaves are falling just like embers, in colors red and gold, to set us on fire, just like moonbeams in your eyes. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud. Killing the blues, killing the blues. I am guilty of something. I hope you never do, 'cause nothing is sadder than losing yourself in love. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud. Killing the blues. When you told me just to leave you and set out on my own to find what I needed, to find what I already had. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud. Killing the blues. swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues, killing the blues.
Wow. That was stunning. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
Mm. That's a Roll of the Solly tune. I actually learned that from Chris Smither.
Hmm.
I had heard him play it a number of times and somehow thought he did it as a slide tune. So at one of the things we worked together, I said, "Hey, do you still do Killing the Blues? That's just one of the best slide tunes I've ever heard." And he looked at me kind of funny. He's like, "I've never played it as a slide tune."
Oh,
But yeah, that would make a really good slide tune.
and then did he play it as a slide tune? Have you seen him do that later?
Well, so far I haven't seen him do that.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was
years
gorgeous.
and years, many years ago, my goodness gracious, I heard Bill Stock do a rendition of "Whiter Shade of Pale"
Oh my.
that just changed my life. And
Can you do it for us?
oh my goodness, no. And even if I could, I wouldn't try. That's Bill.
Okay. That would be fantastic. It's an awesome
So,
song.
so hopefully that's my tune.
Okay. Yes, it is. It was gorgeous. Loved it. So we have time for one more.
Yep, I
And
got one more shorty for you here. Any questions?
oh, just, I think that, your experience in the Harrisburg area has really been a benefit to the Harrisburg music scene and the surrounding areas. Really just the word I would hear when I'd hear your name is just you're hosting shows, you're setting up shows. You've pretty much done it all. You've been well-rounded in that not only did you play music, you play multiple styles, but you also immersed yourself in the whole, experience of music and what it means to support other musicians, as well as being one that is being featured. So really, I can see that listening to you now. I really can see that aspect of you come shining forth. So I just wanted to pay that compliment because again, I've heard your names through the years and finally get to meet you. And I really see what everybody likes about you.
Well, thanks, Marianne. That's very gracious of you. I've always considered myself still as a newcomer. The folks that have been doing this longer than me, I still feel like the kid brother that tags along in a lot of this stuff. But
Yeah. Well, and there's
tagging along.
yeah, there's so many different aspects of the music scene in Harrisburg too. So, some people specialize in certain areas, and you are in many different areas, which is really wonderful. You can switch styles, and it's real for you. So it's really a pleasure to hear you. So thank you.
Here's a quick little shorty in honor and memory of the great Leon Redbone. Well, who's that woman with a sparkly dress, a diamond brooch on her chest? She's a big time woman from from way out west. Automobile and a cozy home. You always see her all alone. She's a big time woman from way out west. Well, the way she treats a midtown man, it's a sin. And got them asking the same old questions all over again. Every fella's got a winning smile, but she treats them all just like a child. She's a big time woman from way out west. The way she treats a midtown man, oh, it's a sin. Got them asking the same darn questions all over again. Every fella's got a winning smile, but she treats them all just like a child. She's a big time woman from way out west.
Oh, Mike, that was awesome. My husband's in the background like, wow.
He's one of my guitar heroes.
Oh, well,
Oh,
covering that was pretty impressive.
To Johnny and Neil, you guys were great. Neil, you guys that play with thumb picks, that just boggles my mind. I don't know how you do it. I'm really Tiona, Mariana, thank you, and JD and Catherine. And I know Rocky's not there tonight, but everybody, thank you so much. This is one of the joys of my life.
Well, it was our pleasure to have you. Really was a wonderful set, and nice to meet you again. And good luck with what's going forward. And everybody, just a reminder, he's playing on Saturday night with Crippled But Free at the Blue Sky Tavern in Edders. Is that correct? And you start at 9 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you're not doing anything, if you're not coming to see me, you can come to see him.